Am I the a-hole for refusing to give my inheritance money to my brother's kids? I, 28F, lost my grandmother recently, and it's been one of the hardest times of my life. She practically raised me after my mom passed when I was 12. My dad remarried quickly, and while he moved on, I always felt abandoned. My grandmother was the one constant I could rely on. When she passed, I was devastated. At the reading of the will, I was shocked to learn she left me her house and savings. It wasn't millions, but enough to finally give me a stable start, a paid-off home, and a cushion in the bank. Here's where it gets messy. My brother Dan, 33M, has always struggled with money. He works, but he overspends. He loves new gadgets, sneakers, and weekend getaways even when rent is late. He and his wife have 3 kids. And while I adore my nieces and nephew, it's no secret Dan isn't great with finances. So when the lawyer announced I was the sole beneficiary, Dan's face turned red. Right there in the room, he blurted, "Well, obviously you're going to split it with me and the kids, right?" Everyone went quiet. I said I needed time to think. A week later, he came over, not alone, but with his wife and all 3 kids. He made himself comfortable at my table and announced in front of them, "So when we get the money, we're finally upgrading to a bigger house." The kids cheered. His wife smiled and said, "This will really change everything for us." I felt cornered. Finally, I took a deep breath and said, "Dan, I'm not giving you the inheritance. Grandma left it to me for a reason." The room froze. Dan exploded, calling me selfish and heartless. I reminded him I was the one who cared for Grandma, driving her to appointments, cooking meals, checking on her almost every day. Meanwhile, he barely visited. I said maybe Grandma wanted to thank me by leaving me everything. Dan didn't want to hear it. He stormed out, but before leaving, he told his kids, "Your aunt doesn't love you enough to help us." My stomach dropped. Since then, my phone has been blowing up. My dad called me selfish. An aunt texted that family should always come first. Even cousins I rarely talk to say I should at least give Dan some for the kids. But I want to use it responsibly, pay off student loans, save for a house, fix up what Grandma left me. I want to honor her by not wasting it. Now, whenever I see my nieces and nephew, they ask, "When are you going to help Daddy?" They don't know the truth, just that their dad told them I'm the reason. They can't have a bigger house. And I'll be honest, it makes me feel like the villain. So Reddit, am I the a-hole for refusing to give my inheritance to my brother and his kids?